Now then, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Supercar Sunday. So I hope you've all had a good day at work or whatever you've been doing. I got up this morning and decided that I'm going to do a video on the XT600. So I've had a few people come through to the channel from other social media sources and they've subscribed to the channel because they want to see the XT600 project get started. So I dragged this project out from around the back of the garage a few weeks ago. I've pushed it around the front of the garage, flat tyres, it was a nightmare to push. It's just been sat around the front of the garage now with a cover over it. But what I'm wanting to do today is get that cover off, and I'm keen to see if it will actually start. So let's take a look. We'll get the cover off her. So I've just moved her out the rain and we'll have a quick look at her first. You see, well corroded up. She wasn't in the best condition when I bought her, but she's got a lot worse, I can tell you that. "32,000 miles. That's the thing, I'll have to go and find the key. So the throttle's a bit tight. I'm going to have to free them cables off, I think. What's going on down here? So I've got that throttle cable freed off quite a bit now. I just wanted to check the choke. I did spray it with some WD-40 and that's coming in and out alright. Doesn't seem to go all the way back, but maybe that's how it is, I'm not sure. Someone that has one of these will probably be able to tell me. But it does feel like it doesn't want to go in any further. And it is coming out quite a bit. So I'm guessing that's how it's supposed to be. So I realised I don't even know where the keys are yet, so I thought I'd best try and find them. Anyway, I dug all these out and I thought it might have been one of these, but unfortunately it wasn't. So I came into the house and I went through my other stash that my missus put together for me, so she kept finding my keys all over and very kindly gave me this tub and put my keys in it and said, look, put your keys in there, you'll know where they all are. But because I don't like to keep all my eggs in one basket, they weren't in there, were they? But the good news is, I did find them in another little tub in my office. Well, I say here they are. Here it is. So I've got one key for the bike on this very interesting key fob. Beautiful, intelligent, talented, cunning, horny. I'm guessing this must have come with a bike. And I was thankful of the location as to where that key was, because I found these. These belong to my granddad. So I'm going to keep them in my pocket. Right, without further ado, we'll go and try and get this bike started. I'm not promising anything because it has honestly been laid up for about 5 years. The bike's been laid up for about 5, possibly 6 years, so I'm not promising it's going to start. And it's got old fuel in as well. So we'll give it a whirl with the old fuel in and we'll see what happens. So we've got the key in. We've got the boost pack on because obviously the battery's dead, and I guess all we can do is see if it'll start. So the first attempt failed. However, Look at these connectors. That's not going to help at all. Another one, look at the state of that. So that connector is totally short. I've just chopped it out and bypassed it for now. So I'll put a new connector on there. So this is the problem down here. It's just, yeah, a little corroded. I'm wanting to get the bike running today, obviously to show you in the video. So I'm going to give this a good clean up and see if I can use it. So I've actually sorted that out now. I managed to get the blade out of there that was snapped off in there. I've cleaned it all up. I've cleaned the connector. I've joined them together. Up to here, we've now got some ignition. And we've got that clicking. So I'm thinking that the starter motor seized. So next thing, I'm going to clean up the starter motor. So I've just took that case off there. And all this needed here was a little turn. I managed to get it turning. And it's now spinning on the button. So I've got all that back together, and all I've got to do now is see if it starts. So it fired up, and it didn't take long, to be honest. Fired up on the old fuel. So it's been, as I say, it's been sat there for about 5 or 6 years. Dragged it out, cleaned up the wiring, and it's fired up on that old fuel, old stale fuel. Pretty remarkable, really. Absolutely bulletproof. So my next video is going to be on the T25 camper van. The T25 van there. And we've been doing a Golf GTI engine conversion. And my next job on this Golf GTI engine conversion is going to be sorting out the exhaust. So this is the downpipe off the Golf, and what I need to do is cut this. This needs to be further welded up there so that I can make a nice 2-into-1 system for it. But anyway, you'll see how I get on with that in the next video. So I'll see you in the next video.